Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Boiler Room Pre-Market Watch List. So, yeah, LFIN, eh? Crazy day, crazy day. There'll be more like it. It happens all the time. I don't want to say all the time, but you know, something like LFIN, it will happen. It'll happen again. Not necessarily LFIN, but it'll be some type of stock. They do happen. It's a classic pump and a dump. Um, Momentum just keeps building. People keep buying. People keep chasing, et cetera, et cetera. And then it goes to 140, and then it loses more than 50% of its value in one drop. Right? It's classic. So basically, there can be extremely profitable, or if you're one of the people that bought all the way up at 120, you basically lost your whole life savings as soon as it got halted and dropped down to 60. I tried to short it at 125, couldn't get in because of the halt, and then it dropped to 60. That would have been a very nice day, but it didn't happen. Now, DRYS, yeah, exactly, like a DRYS last year. It just happens, they just naturally happen. So we got a few on watch: LFIN, RIOT, Roku, DPW. That's really just it. Nothing's looking too amazing for me here this morning, so I'm not going to take a long time anymore, like I never do. But anyways, we're going to start sharing the screen, show you what stocks that I am looking at for the day, and hopefully that can help you guys make the right educated decision. Whoa, RIOT just getting ham sauced. Okay, so we'll start here with RIOT. I mean, it's a no-brainer. The stock is very extended. I mean, the support line on its daily chart is at $24, and the price is where right now? It's at 35. So we're still $10 off of support. Well, let's look at this 20-day chart. What do we got going on here? Yeah, I mean, here's the deal: is the stock is way overextended. It's been overextended. This is strictly just looking at the technicals. The stock is way, way overextended. So I didn't expect it to dump out like this pre-market. I actually thought, well, I mean, I kind of did, but not pre-market. I was really hoping and going for, after this big drop yesterday, short sellers would probably cover up and then start probably squeezing. And I thought we'd probably get back up to like the 45. So I guess we made it to 44. So that's kind of what I was thinking, is we'd make it up to 44 or something like that, 45. And then we'd retest and then start coming down. Well, it's starting to do that right now. So here's the deal: is come market open, I think what we're going to see happen here with RIOT is we're going to see it squeeze. We're definitely going to see this thing squeeze up, maybe even back to the 40s. But I think what we're going to see is a red day on RIOT. The stock is very, very extended. It's all speculation and hype of cryptocurrency and blockchain. I mean, that's really just all it is. As you can see here, we've put in a higher low after this big drop. So technically, we are kind of, well, we're trying to put in the higher low. So we might actually start curling back up and pushing higher right now. So here's the deal. I think with RIOT, after the big pump up yesterday, right, we have this big pump and it dumps out. Then we ride back up, we come down. We're probably going to push a little higher here pre-market, closer to the open, maybe even squeeze up to the 40s. Are we going to get all the way back up to 43? I don't think so. We're probably going to push somewhere up to like 41, maybe 38, 39, but do expect some type of retracement to the upside, and I think it's going to be followed to the downside. So I think we're going to be seeing a red day on RIOT. Now, I don't really have, let me look at like a 10-day chart. So we bounced at 32. 1 second. So we kind of bounced like at this previous high from a couple days back right here. We're kind of bouncing right there. So do expect 31, 32 to hold up as a support today. And So I'm looking at a 10-day or a 20-day chart right now. So it's bouncing on one of its like old previous highs basically. So I think what we're going to do is see a squeeze up, and then we're going to start coming down today towards this support area. If it breaks 32, we're probably going to see a pretty vicious dump. But I think 32 is going to be kind of that support line that holds up for majority of the day. So do understand that RIOT is one of those stocks that just naturally has plays both to the long side and the downside. As you can see yesterday, moves to the upside and big moves to the downside. Are they always going to be this big? No, but they do have some type of moves. The stock likes to move in dollar value, so this is going to be some type of stock we can have on our watch list to trade today. I'll just go over LFIN now. LFIN is kind of doing what I expected to do. I expect LFIN to have a pretty big red day. The stock is way overvalued still. It was $5 and now it's $53. Like, no. Anyways, if you look here, you can see that it is downtrending. It has this support from its old pre-market high yesterday. Pre-market high was like 45. If you draw a line straight across, you'll see the stock is bouncing pretty much perfectly right on that spot, right? We dipped below it a little bit here, but then we bounced there, bounced there. We're coming back to that level. So what I want to see happen with LFIN is I want to see it hold up 5 for right now. I want it to kind of bounce up here pre-market. So what I'm really trying to see happen is see that, and the line's kind of off, really. I mean, it's actually kind of way off from 45, but kind of want to see it spike back up and stay up in the 50s, closer to the 48s. And then I think we're going to continue or resume to the downside. But yeah, I mean, it's purely, I think we're looking at a short play on LFIN below 45 today. If 45 cracks, I think we're going to see a big move to the downside. It's possible that this will get halted again. Now, just because I think it's going to go down doesn't mean it's going to go down. I think there's actually a strong chance that this might squeeze again to the upside. But again, I'm still more short biased on it yet. Still more short biased. I was short biased yesterday, and the shorts did work out early in the morning, like right here, right? And these were some short plays that worked out, and then it just out of nowhere, just boom, right? That very unexpected, couldn't project that was going to happen. But this is what I mean. I actually tried to short right there at 125 yesterday. I tried to short it on that candle. Couldn't get in because of the halt. And then all of a sudden, boom. I tried to hop in with 500 shares short at 125. Couldn't get in there because of the halt. Then it dropped, and that would have been like a $35,000 to $60,000 trade from yesterday. But it didn't happen. So now I can't afford any Christmas presents this year. So again, LFIN going to be looking here short today, maybe below that $45 area. Okay. Again, this thing, just to note, if you're going to be trading that any direction, know that the spreads are very big, and they can be dollars, they can be 50, 60, 70, 80, $2, $3 spreads. So you have to be very careful when you get in. And understand that you can lose a lot of money trading that stock today. Another one I had on watch was DPW. DPW looking to short today. It kind of started and already made the move I was looking for. But if you look at, I think it's a 10-day chart, or was it a 20-day? Yeah, if you look at this 20-day 1-hour chart, I mean, it's gone up, been up, been up, been up. And it's not really pushing higher anymore, and it's definitely got resistance up in the $6 area. It started to downtrend on this day here, so you can kind of see, let me zoom in, right? Resistance up at the 6, started downtrending. Now it just looks like it's ready to drop off. It might have a little support down here at the 460s. So again, definitely short bias on DPW. You can see here, right? If you look at, this is a 20-day chart. If you look here, you can see that the volume is definitely going down. It's just decreasing. So it tells us less people are interested in the stock right now. So there's a good chance that we're going to see DPW come down today, and I'll be looking to short DPW today. Okay. When you look at the 1-minute chart and you get in a closer look, it already made that big drop down from 525 to 486. Now it's spiking back up. I think we're going to see this continue up get a little choppy to start with, and then we're going to come down. So again, I think we're just going to see this kind of come down today. And that's really just my analysis. I think TPW is ready to come down. It's been getting held up for the past 10 days. You know, it's just hanging out, being ridiculous. So I think today we're going to see it finally start coming down. All right. Let's see, what else do we have here? Everyone's talking about TEUM. TEUM do expect TEUM to come down. I think TEUM is going to drop today. I don't think it's going to continue higher. It might continue higher. Really, it might. If you see here pre-market, it's holding up a support pretty well around this $1.70 area. But I mean, if you look back in the 1-year chart, you'll come to find that the probability of it coming down rather than going up is a lot higher, right? Look at all the times that it spikes, right? We'll just go from recent, right? Spike, come down. It kind of hung out a little bit, but right? Spike, come down, 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 spike, come down. Every time it spikes, it naturally comes down the next day. So to see a multi-day run on TEUM, it's possible, just less likely based on its history. It's more likely to come down today. And if you notice, right, I mean, it did pop up to $2, right? I give it that. It popped up to $2, and now it's not going further. $2 is a major resistance point, especially for penny stocks. Right now, it is downtrending, and it's forming into a descending triangle pattern, which is known to break to the downside more often than it is the upside. But if it does break to the upside, it usually squeezes pretty hard because short sellers like this pattern very much. So if it doesn't break down, short sellers cover, causing a squeeze up. But probabilities, this is going to dump out. So don't. I would be less hesitant to take a long today. Definitely be looking to short TEUM if anything. It's definitely in a descending triangle pattern looking to come down. Yes, LFIN definitely looking short today. There'll be plays to the long side and the downside on LFIN, but I'm more short biased today. Now, what was I gonna say? Oh, Roku. So Roku has this obnoxiously strong uptrend that it's holding, right? You got this start here. Higher low bounce, 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 starting to break. Again, bounce, 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 starting to break. Definitely looking at Roku short today because it's starting to break through this trend that it's been holding very strong for the past couple days. I personally think that the company's overvalued. We haven't seen a red day in quite some time. If you look at like a 20-day chart? Yeah, look at this 20-day chart, like spike up, red, spike up, red, spike up. Still haven't had any red. Let's do that again. Spike up, red, goes up, red, goes up. No red just yet. I think the red is coming. Okay, so again, following Roku, definitely looking like we're going to be having a red day to me. Entries for potential short, I'm just going to follow the whole dollar marks on this one, maybe 57. But, you know, Roku, like I always state, kind of starts off a little choppy, kind of hard to get a feel for it. So it's not something I'm probably going to rush in right away, okay? Now, that's primarily everything I'm looking at trading. I will talk about DSS for sure because I think this one does have, no, never mind. So it did have the possibility for continuation as it was kind of just hanging out up here towards like the $3.16, $3 area. But now that it's starting to fade out, I don't think we're going to see a multi-day run or continuation on DSS, to be honest. I think this is not going to continue up. So if you want my honest opinion, just looking at the 1-day chart or the 1-minute chart here, less likely for continuation on it. NXTD, looked at this one earlier. It was a quick pump up. I can't remember if it had news or not. I don't even think it had. Maybe it did. Okay, it does have news. But it's dumping out. That's just it. It's not holding up. It's dumping out. So to the long side, probably not the best right away. I mean, it might actually have a reversal trade, to be honest. But you can see it right here. Look at every time it spikes. Spikes, come down. Spike, come down. Spike, come down. Spike, come down. Spike, it took a while, but eventually came down. Spike, long wick. Look at that wick, right? All the way to the top, then it drops, right? Less likely to see this go higher today. Probably going to continue dumping out. XNET lost a lot of value yesterday. Nah, I would say just keep XNET on watch today for some plays throughout the day because it usually has some, you know, again, I'm mainly watching LFIN, honestly. MARA was another one that I was looking at, but it's short too. I mean, I'm not trying to have everything be short. It just kind of is working out that way right now. So MARA, I mean, this thing is, to me, it's not worth the $5 a share or whatever it is, but it's still on an uptrend. It's getting very, very choppy. Doesn't really have a direction it wants to go. But if I look at like a 10-day chart, was it a 10-day or was it a 20? I think it was a 20. Was it a 20 or was it a 10-day? Or was it a 5-day? What was I looking at earlier? You know, I can't remember what I was looking at. Maybe it was a 20. Maybe I was zoomed in. Maybe it was this. Yeah. So I don't know. If you ask me, I think MARA is kind of done making those moves. It has resistance up in the $6 and the $7 area that it just hasn't really been getting through. And if you ask me, the chart's starting to look weak, right? We come down, we spike up, we're coming back down. I think we're going to see MARA start coming down, very similar to DPW. So again, I think this is something that I'll be keeping on watch for the next few days for shorts. Okay. So right now, nothing on the watch list is long, but what I mean by that is the stocks that I'm thinking of trading, and a lot of these ones that we've talked about, in my opinion, are more short biased in the beginning of the day. And it's very possible that they're going to have long. So let me put it this way. Whenever I say I'm long or I'm thinking of short, it doesn't mean that any of the stocks I'm trading won't go up. Most of the time, any of these stocks I trade, I'm just looking for a quick move, right? A probability within the first 30 minutes that I think is going to happen. That could be the first minute the bell opens, and then next thing you know, it's long. So all these stocks that I'm mentioning are going to be in play. Most of the time, these stocks will be in play. Like people are trading them, which means there's going to be opportunities for shorts. There'll be opportunities for longs, reversals, bounces, etc. Okay. So I'll take a look here at, CREG is kind of holding up. CREG, I mean, it was kind of back in the day, but this thing is ironically holding up. I was very surprised. Does it even have news? It does have a little bit of news this morning, something about some contract deals. So keep CREG on your watch list here. It is kind of, it's actually bullish right now. It is very bullish chart. This is one that I would consider looking long right now. This is a chart that I would consider long. Does it mean it's going to go? No, actually it means it's up quite a bit here. There could be a lot of people that'll look to take profits as soon as the bell rings that were in at 260s, right? But right now, I mean, if we can get a break over 467, it might be good for a long, with the first target of $5 being the $5 whole dollar resistance mark. So keep CREG on watch for a long. Right now, we need it to come up, then we need it to drop down a little bit, pull back, and then we need it to run. It's kind of what we need that to do. CLNT. CLNT looks pretty dead. I probably won't even mess with that today. But it did get halted yesterday, so it is maybe something to consider just keeping an eye on, you know. But you know, I wouldn't, you know, make that my main trade. Jamie, I usually hold my trade. My trades on average are going to be 20, 30 seconds, sometimes minutes. But most oftentimes, most of my trades are 10, 20, 30, 40 seconds. Yep. A couple minutes sometimes. It just depends. But most of my trades are in and out very quickly. So, again, that is a watch list this morning. So for anybody you guys tuning in late, watch CREG. It has news this morning, is a penny stock that could boom. LFIN, it's going to definitely move, definitely money to be made. Spreads are big, so you're going to have a little bit of challenge there. If your account cannot handle that type of risk, what I mean is LFIN is a very risky stock to trade, but very profitable, high risk, high reward. But it is one of those stocks that is going to be it'll be traded today. It'll have big spreads. It's going to be a little bit more challenging considering the spreads will be so big. So if your account can't handle it, you can't stomach the losses, not going to be one you want to trade. RIOT short. I mean, I'm pretty much the whole watch list today was basically short bias besides CREG. So keeping DPW on watch for short, keeping MARA on watch for short, but very lightly because I don't really, it's been choppy lately. So MARA is still on watch. DPW is on a heavier watch. Main play is LFIN. RIOT is on short watch. Roku is on short watch. Everything's basically short watch today for me, but there's going to be long plays. I am pointing out all the stocks that I want to play. Most of them are a short bias trade as of right now, but a lot of times those stocks will have long opportunities, okay? Because when people short, they got to cover. And when short sellers like me cover, we cause a stock to go up. Okay. It's vice versa. If you buy a stock to go long and then you want to sell and make your money, you cause the stock to go down. If I want to short a stock and make money when it goes down, I need to get out and take my profit at some point. And when I do that, I cause the stock to go up. So short sellers help out longs and longs help out short sellers. It's a game and we play each other. And that's all it is. So just because their stock is short doesn't mean a long can't make money. It actually means you might want to watch that stock because there could be big squeezes, big reversals, big bounces, etc. So that's all I have for you today. So recap: LFIN, RIOT, Roku, DPW, MARA, CREG, all on watch here this morning. Be patient, don't rush your trades, etc. Also, for anybody that's tuning in or haven't joined that want to join, until December 25th, you can use the coupon code HOLIDAY10. It's in the description below. That will give you the first month of a live trading room, mentoring, and trading course for $5 for the first month. So that way you can check it out, get your feet wet. If you like it, you like the community, and you want to be a part of it for longer, you can. But you can at least check it out for $5. Most affordable trading course and live trading room and mentoring in the world, actually. So take it as you want. I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, so take care and Merry Christmas, early Merry Christmas.